And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's Barcelona against Borussia Dortmund.
Thank you, Derek. Well, there's been a lot of pressure on these Barca players after their opening game in the Champions League. Every one of those players will feel the pressure now, not only from the club officials, coaches, but also the fans. They need to do better.
Barcelona always fully expect to be at the business end of the UEFA Champions League, but that doesn't mean that the group stage games don't have their own magic, Lee.
No, they don't. I mean, every time this team takes to the pitch, there's something special normally happens, whether it's an individual or a team effort. They really are a special Spanish club.
This is what we expect from the Blaugrana. And you tend to know what you're going to get tactically from this team. High pressing.
Well, high pressing, high energy. I played this system at Arsenal many a year under George Graham. It doesn't half work when it works well. Sometimes you can just get exposed to the back, but they've got it down to a T, to be fair.
Here's the starting 11 for Borussia Dortmund. Roman Bürki gets the nod in goal. Lukasz Piszczek plays with Rafael Guerreiro as fullbacks. And in this tactical constellation, it's just one man in attack. Shining down on the players as we speak. A warm welcome from me, Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and England defender, Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's Barcelona facing Borussia Dortmund.
Thank you, Derek. Well, there's been a lot of pressure on these Barca players after their opening game in the Champions League. Every one of those players will feel the pressure now, not only from the club officials, coaches, but also the fans. They need to do better.
Well, this is what we think for Barcelona. Marc-Andre ter Stegen starts in goal. Samuel Umtiti starts alongside Piqué in the middle of the defence. Ivan Rakitic plays with Sergio Busquets in central midfield. And Luis Suarez will be the main striker here. Here's the starting 11 for Borussia Dortmund. Roman Bürki gets the nod in goal. Lukasz Piszczek plays with Rafael Guerreiro as fullbacks. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. The object of the exercise is to keep them out. And now Coutinho. So glancing at the table, and I must say, when the teams came out of the various pots for the Champions League draw, this was the one that stood out straight away. What a riveting game this promises to be.
Well, we're in for a real belter, I think. So much hype leading up to this game. Both teams expected to go deep into this competition. Can't wait for this one.
Now Busquets. And threading it forward. He might be able to make it through. And Luis Suarez with the goal here.
Let's have a look at that again. The keeper thinks he's done enough, but he hasn't. It's just gone past him. He does get a touch on it, though.
Let's have another view of that goal. So the game has restarted, and it's Barcelona in front. Julian Weigl. And Witsel with it. And now Coutinho. Julian Weigl. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Coutinho. And now Suarez! And the danger clear. And Messi. The cross is on. Carrying a genuine threat here. This is Vidal. I always think it's impossible, Lee, not to be moved when you're covering Barcelona in the UEFA Champions League, as the club motto tells you, Mesh que un club, more than just a football club.
Well, you feel that as soon as you come into the stadium, don't you? Even if the team's not playing particularly well, the fans let you know that they're here to support those famous Barcelona shirts, and they do it week in, week out.
And Pulisic has it. Moving through the gears. Maximilian Philipp! And a pretty straightforward stop for the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, weak shot, straight at him, no problem for the goalie.
Coutinho. Usually plays keep ball better than anyone, Busquets, but not then. And Philipp. Well, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? And a caution it will be for Sergio Busquets.
Oh, without question, not the best of challenges.
And Marco Reus in position! And the goalkeeper not offering any scraps that time. Ivan Rakitic. Jordi Alba. And it's with Coutinho. Well, it could be on for him here. And a goal kick is the outcome. The ball with Marco Reus. Kagawa. And it's Maximilian Philipp. PK, great block there. Well, they are on the wrong end of the scoreline. But Lee, your overall thoughts on their current situation?
Well, Dortmund are definitely still in this game. Such fine margins between success and failure at this level. They need to stick to the game plan, maybe put a bit more pressure.
Reus. Reus failed to hang on to it. Ivan Rakitic. Great ball from Ivan Rakitic. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. That is goalkeeping of the highest order and of the bravest order as well.
Well, it's not all about tipping balls over the bar and round the post. It's about being brave and diving at players' feet.
Axel Witsel. Pulisic. Well, for Dortmund, there is quite a lot of running room. And crossing, Piszczek. The goalkeeper, relatively untroubled.
Yeah, he's not going to let that one in, Derek.
And this is Weigl. And this is Reus. Marco Reus! Well, regaining possession for his side, cleverly. Jordi Alba. And now Coutinho. Oh, he's through here. Only the keeper to beat. And the goal gaping at him. And it's a goal from Luis Suarez.
Well, just watch this. Absolutely brilliant. Well, it's not a brilliant goal, but it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't do anything about it.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. It's going their way, 2-0. Abdou Diallo. Tremendous intuition to win it back. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Suarez, intelligent run. You'll be hard-pressed to see many better saves than that. Roman Virgi. Corner for Barcelona. Does know how to control the ball on the run, Busquets. Well, the first 45 minutes have come and gone here in Catalonia. I've always thought Luis Suarez is the sort of player you just cannot take your eyes off, and that's what's happening tonight, Lee.
Well,
Off they go in the second half. Borussia Dortmund behind in this one. Christian Pulisic has lost it. And now Coutinho. Ivan Rakitic. And it's Vidal. It's there for him. Remarkable save. Yet again, inspirational. Pulisic. An abundance of space. And Reus is in the thick of it. And on the volley, that's not exactly how he intended to catch it.
well, it's worth a chance. 1 in 10, it goes in the top corner. 9 out of 10 goes where it did do.
Now here's Arturo Vidal. Rakitic on the ball. Suarez. We're looking to set the table here. And it's with Coutinho. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. That is excellent pressure high up the pitch. Usually plays keep ball better than anyone, Busquets, but not then. Messi. Sergio Busquets. Good situation for Vidal. It is a fruitful forward run. And here's Busquets. Now Busquets. Poor touch, and they no longer have custody of the ball. Rakitic. And maybe the moment for Vidal. And the danger cleared. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Reus failed to hang on to it. Plenty of running room in the wide position. Cutting infield here. Arturo Vidal. Rakitic. That's fine play to keep control of the ball. Julian Weigl. Toprak. Guerrero. Kagawa. Kagawa. Reus might go for teamwork. He's just a thorough reader of the game. And there we saw it. Diallo on the ball. Maximilian Philipp. Kagawa. And given away by Dortmund. Sergio Busquets. On the ball, Luis Suarez. And now Coutinho. Julian Weigl. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. And Dortmund will go to the bench. Suarez. Running towards goal. One man to beat. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Tremendous ball played through. This is Vidal. Lionel Messi. Messi looking for the through ball. And it might be. Thundered clear. Well, in the second half, trailing, albeit by a small margin. How should they be viewing this task, Lee?
Well, the game is tight, isn't it? I'm sure Dortmund will feel there's one more goal out there. More pressure, more balls in the box, more intensity, try and force the issue.
Others in the vicinity. Maximilian Philipp. Axel Witsel. Clattered away. Kagawa. And doing the thwarting, Samuel Umtiti. Piqué closed down. Vidal losing out. Axel Witsel. Marco Reus. Reus. Guerrero. Well, the cross needed to be better than that one. Suarez. This is Vidal. Lionel Messi. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Barcelona have given it away. Well, the cross goes in, but there's no one available to snap onto it. Simple for the keeper. Oh, he's through here. Only the keeper to beat. Corner coming up for Dortmund. Corner fired in by Reus. Well, clattered away. Lukasz Piszczek with it. Mario Götze at the ready. No spillage from the goalkeeper. Routine. The referee has decided that two additional... There's incision for you, courtesy of Arturo Vidal. Coutinho! And in it goes!
Well, in this replay, you're going to see a 2v1 against the keeper. How does that happen? He'll be asking his defence why he was left exposed. Nothing he could do.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. And that is the end of the game. 3 vital points picked up after that initial reverse lead.
Well, yeah, back on track, that's what they are. There was no real panic after losing the first game, but they did need 3 points tonight. Now they can push on for the 3 points in game 3 and really put the pressure on.
Well, Luis Suarez has got to be pleased with his contribution. How would you sum up what he produced?
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals for the lad today. Played superbly well, looked really sharp, constantly playing on the shoulder of the last defender.